Hey guys, good afternoon. This is Murli from SMS. So today's lesson is the single most valuable lesson in trading. I think this is the most important thing that you have to understand to be successful. So what is it? Risk management. Just two words: risk management. I believe this is one of the most important thing that you have to understand and actually put in place to be successful in trading. So, you know, a lot of successful traders are successful and average people are not because successful traders actually pick winning stocks, but because they actually define their risk. They know what they're getting into, they know when they're going to sell it, and they manage their risk very well. That's all there is to it. So how you define that is and how you execute it is the name of the game. So here trading psychology actually comes into play a lot. So you have to go through that and all. That's a different topic, but uh, that's actually because let's say you actually have a rule, you have defined your risk, but how you execute that, what happens when something else kicks in, your emotions and things like that. That's a different thing, but you need to understand what your risk is. So the risk management is your key to riches. Think of it that way, right? So what is risk management, right? And what is the goal? I think the goal of any trader is capital preservation. What I mean is, when I say capital preservation is, let's say you're into with 1 lakh rupees into stock trading, and to preserve that 1 lakh rupees, to actually hold that on, right, is your fundamental goal. It's like your survival instinct. You have to hold on to that 1 lakh rupees like anything, like how a bird will protect its eggs, right, from anybody else, a predator coming in. So you have to protect your capital. Capital preservation is the number one goal that you need to get into. But good, well, good, but how do you do that, right? So there are certain rules. Like what I follow is like a 2% rule. What is 2% rule? 2% rule, what it means is, don't lose more than 2% of your entire portfolio of your money in a single trade, in a single stock trade setup. So let's say you have this 1 lakh rupees, for example. 2% of that is 2000 rupees. So I don't want you to lose more than 2000 rupees in any trade, in a single trade, right? Simple. So you can buy it at like 1000 rupees share, you can do like 100 rupees share, 56 rupees share, doesn't matter. But if your loss is going to be higher than this 2000 rupees, you walk away. You put a stop loss. I hope by now you understand what stop loss is, and how you actually set it up in your brokerage account. So you put a stop loss and you walk away after you hit this. Like if it goes down below this 2000 rupees, if your loss is 2000 rupees, right, then you walk away. As simple as that. So it's not a magic number. It's not like, okay, 2% is like whatever, right? It's just a number out there. So you define it based on your risk averseness, based on the money, the capital that you have, based on your own psychology and things like that. But you come up with a number. I know a uber successful, like super multi-millionaire trader who uses 1%. That's all. He uses 1%. If it goes below that, he walks away. I use 2%. You can do 2, 3, whatever, right? Like, but stick to that. Make that up. Stick to that, and you put that stop loss. Stop loss is your new best friend. Okay, so put that stop loss, and you can go from there, right? So what does this do, right? What actually, having this risk management does? Okay, by going into a trade setup with a clear picture of uh, when are you going to buy, why are you going to buy, of course, and what happens if it goes up, and what happens if it goes down. So that means if it goes down, I'm going to sell at this price. If it goes up, I'm going to keep it and I'm going to sell it at this price. I'm going to take some cash out of that, whatever, right? Have a clear picture. So by defining that, and then when you say, okay, if it goes down by this, and at this point I have a stop loss, I'm going to walk away. What happened at that point is your risk will go down. So typically, if there's a good trade setup, if something like a good thing comes up, right, based on your analysis, based on your fundamentals and all, you would not take action because of fear. Fear paralyzes you. You're like, oh, what happens, what if I lose, and all that shit comes into your mind, right? You are mitigating that by saying that, hey, okay, if I lose, I lose 2000. So what, right? Things like that. Of course, capital preservation is there, but you're defining your risk, defining how much are you going to lose at this in this trade. So there are chances are like, you will go without any fear and you'll execute that. And if you did your homework well, probably the stock price goes up. Even if it doesn't, you have a we have a certain level where you're going to sell it off. You see what I'm saying? I hope you understand, guys. This is like profound advice I could give you, and I hope you follow this. I really hope, like, you have this discipline to follow this, like, and go with it. All right. All the best, and that's all for this video. Thanks, guys. Bye.